Welcome folks to another Amulet League. We're trying this bridge list, which actually worked out fairly fine in the first league. You can check out in the channel, of course, the very first league that we played with the list. Made a couple of changes. I had a couple of trackers in the sideboard. We just didn't do anything. It's just a card that just doesn't do anything. So I added an Endurance and an Obstinate Bailoff in place of those. We're gonna see how these two work out, whether these are worth it, whether it's better or worse. But the rest of the list felt pretty fine actually, so I'm gonna be running it back. If you enjoyed the content, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button, and I'll see you there for round number 1. Here we are for round number 1. We're on the play. This is turn 1 Saga. Turn 2 nothing. Just play Castle. Turn 3, get an Amulet. I guess this is good enough. Breach, I remember this card. Yeah, Breach is cool. At one point there were multiple Breach decks. At one point I remember there being multiple Breach decks between the red-green Breach deck, the black-red Glorious Vengeance Breach deck. The Rod Farm is for dismembers in the sideboard. Has that become a staple on the decks I play now? Well, I mean, kind of, yeah, Mr. Lee. Kind of. I mean, it's just busted, right? And it's busted in decks that play lands, and the decks that I like to play lands, so kind of just happens. What's up, Gear? You're gonna. I don't want to spoil it. You're gonna have to see it in the. Oh, damn it. Okay. So, just Enchantress. My opponent just mulliganed for Blood Moon. My opponent moved to 5, so I am very, very certain that they know who I am and they mulligan to Blood Moon. So, that being the case, I guess we have Breach. But I really need that basic forest though. Because I can get Expedition Map here, and Map can find me the forest, so that I can play Dryad. The thing is, if my opponent doesn't have Moon, then we get super just time walked. If I find Amulet here, I can go land Dryad, then play another land, and then if they don't have Moon exactly on the next turn, they need land plus Moon, and I can... Yeah, I'm just gonna risk it. I think I just have to risk it. Because this just guarantees a Titan. Like, I'm just gonna get mooned here. I just know it because of how my opponent, like, they mulligan to 5, right? So I just have to assume that they know me and they just mulligan for Moon. Yep. It's still, like, the correct play is to do what I do, but I guess, you know, it is the problems of streaming, you know? I am playing out my lands because we have Emrakul in our deck, right? So Breach is probably your best draw. But it really sucks. Like, it really does suck to know that I lost this game because I am a streamer and people know who I am. Like, it's just very disheartening, you know? I feel like if my opponent didn't know who I was, I think that we would have probably won this game fairly easily because my opponent wouldn't have mulligan to 5 looking for a Blood Moon. The problem is we still have out, so I can't just, you know, back it here. Because again, like if I find a Breach and then we find an Emrakul, we can just attack them enough times that, you know. Same reasoning can be done for Baby Turn where people know your name and that you're mostly a one-trick pony in a single deck. I mean, I'm not... I try to play other stuff, but because I'm a streamer, like if I just played in paper, I would probably not play Amulet every single time. I think. Oh, that's right, they have this card. Like, what am I even doing? Whatever. It just is what it is. It just sucks to lose to, you know, to being known. Yeah, I mean, I just went with would be the objectively better play, right? I just went with what would be the correct play, assuming that, you know, we are playing on even footing, but we really aren't because, you know, my opponent just mulligan into 5 just to find turn 3 Blood Moon. So, like, I knew what was gonna happen, and I should have probably just followed my instinct and just played around it because I think that we would have been in significantly better shape if I had done that. We would have been in much better shape if I had done that. It's just unfortunate. It is what it is. I mean, I guess it is. It comes with the job, I guess. It just kind of sucks that it does. Well, this hand's good against Blood Moon. So at least if my opponent moves to 5 again looking for the moon, we can get him. No, this time they kept 7. Land? Guess I'll take it. Oh, now you show up? God damn it, through the reach. Maybe that does something. We do have the force for the moon anyway. Probably not going to use it for a while, because if we find a bounce line, we can actually use it to our advantage. Playing a million more since 23, and every bench tournament in my country. Everybody knows I'm an amulet 99% of the time. Sometimes it sucks, but you just have to accept it. Oh, I accept it. It just sucks, which is what I said. Authority of the consuls. Okay. So I'm gonna force here, and I'm gonna force the authority and the presence, I think. I don't think my opponent's gonna be able to percent lethal or anything like that, so just gonna go with this. Gonna get a saga and a basic forest. And then I'm gonna get a Valakut and I guess a bounce land so I can transmute. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 9 mana. So we can prime time plus haste plus blow something up. Sure. Okay. So opponent skips draw step, they have discard. We get to blow a Foundation Breaker next turn. Sure. I guess I don't have any more fetchables, so I shouldn't have fetched the fetch land there. What if I blow up the presence? Is that crazy? This is definitely a gamble here. This is definitely a gamble. Because they can get out of their own lock here. With that. Yep. Hefs in chat. I mean, if we draw explosives or another Dryad, we probably win. Okay. Okay. Emmy one time. Okay, now we're in trouble. If we find explosives, we win though, so that's cool. Explosives wins. Force of Vigor wins. Either explosives or Force of Vigor just win the game. Dryad also wins. Dryad also wins. Amulet does not. Emrakul, I guess, would have won as well. Yep. Now we're probably going to die. No, I mean, we have one more turn. We still have the same outs. Engineered explosives, Force of Vigor. Now only engineered explosives. Engineered explosives or Dryad. Either one of those will win the game. What was a punt? What was the punt? Are we just allocating punts for value? Explosives? Dryad? One time? Explosives of Dryad or Dryad one time? Nope. Feels bad, man. All right, see you for the next round. Welcome to another match, round number 2 of this league. This looks like a hand from 2016 on the draw. Sure. This hand does not beat a lot of decks though. It's possible I should be shipping it. Stone Zone 08, thank you for the tier 1 sub. Welcome for 15 months. Thank you so much for the support, Stone Zone. No, Dryad was not in. But I'm talking about like this kind of like super slow hand. That makes the hand better. This one makes the hand better, I'll tell you that much. Being in an Embry, so I'm assuming they have another one in hand. Second cookbook. Did my opponent really just like bane an Embry for nothing? It just went ahead and threw an Embry in the garbage instead of casting it. They're holding up Rebuke, which they're not going to anymore because of the cover. Honestly, there's an argument for me just playing a Misty or a Forest there, just so my opponent continues to hold up Rebuke. which won't do anything. Counterable Asusa. Triad. Uncounterable Triad. One of their cards in hand is Metallic Rebuke. I know that for a fact. The other two cards, I don't know. Needle. Dismembers, explosives, breakers. How do I feel about this? This honestly does not feel like enough. Right? They're gonna have like infinite food. So like this just doesn't do shit, right? It is a way to win through Asmo though, which is not a minor thing. This does represent a way to win through an Asmo. Although I guess they can just kill. Yeah, I'm just gonna cut this. Fair safe thing you to follow. Keep. Thoughtseize. It's actually very good. Si no sabes Cyborg para el fin de semana, tienes una en el Patreon y también te mandé un mensaje en Instagram para lecciones de batería. Ah, me encontraste en Instagram porque fíjate que tengo otro número, tengo otro usuario. La verdad que ni siquiera sé cuál es mi Instagram, a ver. No sigo Instagram mucho. Damn, that's brutal. Double Thoughtseize. It is Francisco Paulusek, the whole thing together. That's me. I never use Instagram though, so. Where of Invention. Wait, don't they know about this? Still gonna do this. I don't think they're gonna have another Thoughtseize. I'm just gonna do this. And this is obviously bait. And they top deck the Daredevil. Fuck. That's brutal. Because they didn't have it because they discarded a Wearer last turn, right? So obviously that was their top deck. But they literally just top decked the Daredevil. Which is obviously bad for me. Okay, so now we'll blow up the explosives for 0. I guess there's kind of an argument for blowing up explosives for 1, but blowing it up on 0 seems better to me. A ese fue donde te mandé mensaje. No me llegó, ¿eh? Pero sí, voy a hacer una guía igual para... Ah, Marvin Reina, ahí lo vi, ahí lo vi, ahí lo vi. Sí, 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 ahí lo acabo de ver. Perfecto. Explore. Bounce land? Fetch land. But yeah, E for 0 blows this up. As opposed to blowing these up. So I'm gonna take 3 more damage and I'm gonna blow up the explosives at the end of my opponent's turn. They can crack foot if they want to, but they can't play an Asmo. Now we can crack here. It's not bad. And in response to the first activation, I crack now. They only get 2 food. Or just 1. Probably have Ursa here. Any untap land. 1 time. Any untap land. Nope. Damn it. Ugh. I mean, if I have to pack for Foundation Breaker, I guess that's an option that I have, but... Thopter Foundry. So we lose to Metallic Rebuke, I guess. So the last card in hand needs to be Rebuke. This doesn't play around Rebuke, so I'm not gonna bother playing it. They have the Rebuke. Yep. Oh, Gusto. Okay. Man, turn 8 to find our 6th land. That's pretty brutal. I guess that we didn't have Fountain, so we would have lost anyway. Maybe I should be bringing in Endurance. I don't think so. I do like Bog because they have Emery. Also, the fetches have been kind of awkward. I've been running out of fetchables fairly consistently. There's like 4 fetchables and 3 fetches. Been running out of targets. Look at that. That's new, right? It tells you that you submitted the deck. That's cool. Yeah, this seems fine. Am I pumped for elementals? It does look like a lot of fun. It certainly looks like a rather enjoyable deck, so yeah, I am pumped. His hand also looks pretty good. Old frame is pretty cool. We need old frame Dryad. And I should get myself some old frame forces. Skitungev, thank you for the follow, I appreciate it. Can see when I'm slapping my knee and laughing like an old man. It is the only thing to do, really. Yeah, I'm killing this. I guess I can wait. Force of Vigor. So we got double force, double Dryad. This hand is something. Explosives, just mono removal. OP tanking. Have a quite net shift friend, which is your podcast you listen to. I have time for one. Well, I don't know, whichever one you like better. If you want to hear me talk about Titan stuff, listen to Titan Talk. If you want to hear me talk about non-Titan stuff, listen to Mishra's Bubble. You know where you can find them, right? Yes, right there. What my opponent cannot find, though, is the pass priority button. Really struggling to pass that priority over there. After a good solid 8 minutes or something, my opponent finally decided to come back. Thank you for joining me in our game, opponent. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm not going to make tokens. But I'm definitely going to dismember Embry. Opponent confirmed alive, yeah. Finally, they figure out a way to come back to their computer. Well, now that I drew another amulet, I'm definitely getting an expedition map here. Just gonna go get T-West off of this expedition map. But we can play around Rebuke, so I'm going to. Do I want to do this now? Next turn we're going to have 4, 8, 12 mana, 3 to transmute, 3 to pay, so we have enough. So I guess I'm just going to pass here to play around Thoughtseize. I appreciate the symmetry of this board state. Yeah. I love how we just cast a Time Walk right there. It didn't look like it, but we just cast a Time Walk in Modern. Are we going to cast another Time Walk? I guess we are. My opponent showed me Aether Gust, so I'm not going to run into that because I would lose the game. And I feel like I'm quite far ahead right now, so... just going to continue doing what we're doing, which is nothing. Where's the Saga? Okay. I feel kind of bad here. I feel like I'm bullying my opponent a little bit. More mana. I want more. I want more. Let's start there. How do you feel about that, OP? And how do you feel about this? Still nothing? Okay. Here comes 4. Sonorsa. Opponent's got the most obviously telegraphed Aether Gust of all time. What would happen if I were to do this? So now, we have to make sure that we don't die to my opponent just going Thopter Foundry into Sword of the Meek. So we kind of want to make sure that we're holding up 4 mana for Force of Vigor. So can I do that? I do 4 mana, transmute. 4 mana more. That's 8. Yeah, we can actually. One, two. Yeah, we don't have a lethal line. But we should be able to hold up Force with Vigor, which should prevent us from dying. Yeah, there we go. Sweet, see you for the next round. All right, round number 3 is here. Currently sitting at 1-1. I think it's the first time I see an Emerald in my hand. Do I like this hand? I kind of like it, actually. This is an amulet. This is an expedition map. And we can map for bounce. Crashing Footfalls. Another saga. So for 2 mana, there's nothing they can have. I guess Fire Ice. Which is annoying, but also kind of whatever. This matchup is not good for us, though. This matchup is not good at all for us. I'm definitely not happy playing it. That's really nice. So now we get to find Amulet, we get to play Dryad. I'm playing another Saga. Do we play another Saga or do we play Cavern? I guess they can't have, I guess if they have any form of counter magic, it needs to be subtlety, so because of that, I'm going to go with Saga. Maybe they have Dispute, I guess, I don't know. If we get enough, yeah, we can definitely play Emmy. I don't think I want to play around subtlety though. I'm just gonna go Cavern on Giant. Play this. And I'm not gonna attack, obviously, because my opponent can Violent Outburst. Thank you for the follower and CMTG. There's the Outburst. Next turn we can hardcast Emmy. Is that true? 6, 12. That's amazing. Yep, that's what's gonna happen. In case you were wondering what's gonna happen next turn, that's what's happening. What's this? 4 mana. Jace the Maya Sculptor. Just brainstorm. No. No. My dreams of hardcasting Emrakul. Damn it. So I'm just gonna have to kill with Titan now. I'm just gonna have to kill with Titan now. May as well make a construct. We can still do it. I mean, my opponent showed me subtlety though, so I don't know if they have it here. Looks like they don't. So this is 12 mana. Force of negation, pitching Shardless Agent. What if I told you that there's more? Nether Force? My opponent doesn't appreciate what just happened to them. Opponent did not appreciate what happened to them. Anyway, what are we looking at here? We're looking at so we don't really have to expect anything like Damping Sphere, but my opponent could be playing Blood Moon. So the Foundation Breaker is going to be coming in. Yeah, my opponent would have needed double Subtlety or Subtlety plus Pact for Golden Orb. I'll take this Constellation Prize, yeah. Yeah, Explosives is actually very good at dealing with Rhinos. Cavern is great. We can probably shave a Castle. Maybe a couple of these. Needle is a consideration for Jace the Mind Sculptor, but no, I don't think this is necessarily a great sort of matchup. So my opponent fetches for an island, so they obviously have Blood Moon. But we do have an answer to Blood Moon in hand, which is nice. We're gonna get iced again. Convenient. Convenient to get iced. And Iceman says lol. Very, very in brand. Everything that just happened, very, very in brand. I love it. Play that one. Here we go. Rhinomania. Please chase to my sculptor. Please chase to my sculptor. No Jace. Honestly, just unlucky. Well, I don't have time, so I just have to do Yam here. I don't love to Yam, but yamming is what I might. It's unfortunate that Cryptic Command like truly owns us here because they can just tap the Emmy. Not much that I can do, right? Like I can't really pact preemptively because then my opponent just knows to counter this. Like it's just disastrous for us, anyways. Oh man, I almost got excited there. I almost got excited. Why would they balance the ammo? That makes no sense at all. Can we draw another through the breach, please? No. This is why this matchup is bad, by the way, right? Like my opponent's able to hold up counter magic and stuff for all the time. Then eventually when they set up a clock at instant speed and then they just hold up counter magic for the rest of the match. So that obviously means that this matchup is not great for us. But maybe we can get there. This hand is nice. This deck is cool, but have you considered Transform the Cyber that turns this Titan deck into a Blood Moon deck for the ultimate memes? Well, I mean, Mimulet had the Blood Moon sideboard plan, and I remember playing in the mirror, and I remember bringing it in. Tom, thank you for the follow. How popular is opponent's deck? Fairly popular. Yuki Ichikawa played it in the... maybe I care about the tokens this game? How am I going to care about tokens? Gemstone covers when I move to 5. Do I care about the tokens? I think I'm going to actually care about the tokens, so... Immediately draw the Dryad, so I'm going to be using my mana on the following turn now. Feels bad. Feels bad, man. We're going to see a Blood Moon. If they fetch for basic forest. Yep. Here's the moon. Oh, Charlotte's Agent. Well, we can beat that. Primeval Titan. So we make token. We get amulet. We make other token. We play explosives for 0. Now my tokens are larger than my opponent's. And if we ever get... Wow! Alright, this game is now officially over. This game is now officially over, I think. That's not the fight. That's not the fight that my opponent had to fight there. Oh, we're attacking too? Construct, construct, construct. This plays around my opponent having a bounce spell for one of my constructs. Although I guess I do want my opponent to use their bounce spell, so I actually fucked this up. I guess my opponent's just gonna bite anyway. Sweet. Yeah. But you know, my opponent. But I definitely got super lucky, right? It's not that my opponent made a bunch of plays that made no sense whatsoever, right? It's just I got super lucky. Or Wizards just want Amulet players to win or whatever. I told you. you can just smell it, right? Sometimes you can just smell that the salt is coming. You just feel it. You just feel it. It's just like, it's not the fact that my opponent totally threw away a random engineered explosive. Both a force and the subtlety. They threw away both of them. And like, it's not that they could have played this better. It's not like it was just like this shit needs to get banned. Anyway, whatever. See you for the next round. Round 4 is here. Is this hand good? I don't know. It's only really missing a Titan because we have a Bounce Land and we have an Amulet. We also have a Dryad and Explore. We're on the play. Okay. People are really mad at Titan. They are, yeah. It's the same way. I feel like it's the same reason as losing to Tron. Like everybody hates losing to Tron, and I think it has to do. I think it has a lot to do with the fact that when these decks win, they win by so much that it kind of feels. What's the word? It kind of feels like a little bit. Like you never stood a chance, really. When in reality, you totally did. Like it's not like Amulet is busted. It's not like Tron is not busted. It's just that they suck to lose to because of by how much they win when they win. Yeah, they feel kind of hopeless, exactly. I'm gonna get Asmo here. Turn 2 Asmo is gonna be hard to beat. gonna need like an Emrakul or something. Get to explore here. Okay. Okay. Interesting that they didn't make the token. So they can make up to 2 food. So I guess Explore is free. So let's start there, because I don't yet know what I need. Saga. So now I play Growth Chamber. I play Dryad. Play Growth Chamber. I can't play Saga, I guess. But I'm forcing my opponent to discard everything. I didn't float the green mana in response. I'm a fucking idiot. Why am I so stupid sometimes, chat? Why am I so stupid sometimes, chat? That was honestly just idiotic, if I'm being honest. Okay, I can beat this. What's up, Daniel? The fact that they don't have the dude that gives them infinite food is a massive deal here, obviously. So let's play the Saga. I'm not gonna haste this, obviously, because it just makes no sense to do that, but... The West Growth Chamber. Gonna transmute right now. I don't think my opponent's deck is playing any discard spells game 1. Pitching Bone Shards. Okay, now we are fucked. That was literally the best stuff that they could have had, obviously. So now we are just on, I guess, Ember Cooler or Bust, because they can kill everything else. Like, we were fine until my opponent, obviously, until my opponent drew that card. Gonna be taking 10 here down to 4. Man, and it's everything because I didn't play the Titan one turn earlier like a stupid idiot. Can I win anymore? No, I'm just dead, right? We packed. Yeah, it just doesn't matter. It's very likely we just win that game if I float the mana off the Triad like I thought about and that I just literally did not do. What an idiot. Let's do this. Yeah, that's not a good hand. Yeah, okay, I'll take this. It's not like an insane hand or anything, but it's fine against this card. It has a way to deal with an early Asmo. Bounce land is what we're looking for. Nettle Cyst or Finale. It's a really strong start from my opponent. That is a very, very good start for them. I think I'm naming... The problem is if I name Cookbook, my opponent can make food with Goose. It's probably better though. Missing land drop is not ideal. Missing land drop is not ideal here. Naming Asmo is good, but like you are only really supposed to name Asmo once your opponent has like multiple food on the table. And yeah, that's what's going on, I guess. But I'm more worried about the fact that I don't have a Karoo than the fact that my opponent killed my Dryad there. I just have nothing going on here. Honestly, maybe I should have just named Asmo, because this version of the deck has more ways. Yeah, this version of the deck has more ways of producing food between the oven, the gilded goose. Like this deck just has more ways. Yeah, so that was maybe just a mistake on my part. I should have just named Asmo there. We need a bounce land to have a shot here, and even still, like that's not very good for us. My opponent being able to produce another food here. So kind of explosives or bust. Our hand is not looking great. All right, so now a bounce land is looking good. Now a bounce land may probably be enough. A bounce land may actually be enough because we have enough gas in hand that it's possible it's just enough to overpower this Asmo, but if my opponent just continues creating food with these geese, that's a problem. Bounce land, please. From the Crypt, thank you for the raid. Welcome everybody from the Crypt's stream. Appreciate it. How was your stream? So I guess we're just gonna have to trade for the construct, and I wonder if they're gonna make another construct here. They're not. Okay. Maybe make another oven? Shadow Spear. Okay. We're not dead to Asmo again. Like, if I find the bounce land, I'm fine. But without a bounce land, there's nothing I can really do. That's a lot of mana. I'm scared about this. I am very scared right now. What is this? Finale for 5? Oh shit. What the hell is this? Foundation Breaker. So now we force blowing up both of these. And now we can draw a bounce land, and if we draw a bounce land, we win. If we don't find a bounce land, we obviously lose though. Yeah, the food decks are pretty good from the Crypt. I like them a lot. Bounce land for the win. Brutal, man. 7 turns in when by the time we find our third land is base. It's just bad. See if the last round. Last round, here we go. Sure. Old school hand is old school. Mini Wits OP thing will follow. Turn 4 Titan on the play. It's not the worst. Put him most to 6. Looming Marsh. Ignoble Hierarch. So we can Titan next turn. What you got, OP? What you got? Abrupt Decay. Plague Stinger. Am I really playing against Infect right now? God damn it, am I really playing against Infect? There's like one Infect player in all of MTGO and I just got paired against it. The entire of MTGO, one Infect player. It's my opponent right here. So I think we're still fine though. Because of this fetch land. Pack for Triad. Play Triad. Play this thing. And if they try to protect it, we just kill it in response. Played Infect yesterday as well, couldn't believe it. Yeah, the meta has not been kind to the Infect gamers. Face this thing. That was a strong opener that I have. That was that turn 1 top deck of the Amulet. Turn 2 top deck was very good, gotta say. Gotta state the facts. I don't know, man. Like salty enough when you have a really good matchup is just like. I don't know. So those are cards that I'm interested in. I don't think I'm interested in the Breach package. This can go. This can go. 2 Explorers. This hand has not been Infect. This one may. This version of Infect does play discard spells though. That's why I was kind of hesitant there. Yep. Opponent takes the blocker. Too strong. Grazer too strong. They keep going. Wait, where are they playing this card? Why is that a card in my opponent's deck? I forgot to float mana, whatever. I don't know, man. I don't know. Just salting off in chat is just such bad life EV. I really don't understand people who just feel the unstoppable need to just start saying bullshit to their opponents in chat. It's just like, you're playing a game that has inherent variance. You're also playing a bad deck. You're just playing a bad deck. You're playing a bad deck that has inherent variance, and my opponent is very likely to win this game too. Like, it's not like I'm at 3, right? Never mind. Yes! This is fucking justice, man. Oh, this is amazing. Oh, this is so awesome. This makes me so happy. This makes me so happy. This is what justice feels like. This is exactly what justice feels like. Just gonna bounce this one. This is exactly what justice feels like. They just keep going. They just keep going. It's not stopping. They just keep going. They just keep going. It's insane. They just won't stop. I don't want to be toxic. I'm not gonna be toxic. Yeah, I'm not gonna be toxic. I'm just not going to. I'm just not gonna go in there. I'm just not gonna go in there. But And that is why you don't mute Moto Chat, because every now and then you just get those gems. Every now and then you just get those gems, and those are worth it. You know, those are worth it. Those are truly worth it. It's been a while since I gotten some nice good old salt. So this is some good Twitter content. Is there a better way to end the stream than with some very, very well-earned and well-deserved, honestly, very well-deserved Moto Salt? Like, is there any better way to end the stream than with some good old tasty Moto Salt? Yeah, this deck is fine. I feel like I cited out the Breach package every single time. The food matchup, I felt like I could have played it better. Like, obviously, if I had floated my mana, like I don't know if I said it, but like I was thinking about the fact that I could do that, and I just totally didn't do it, and my opponent killed my Dryad, and I'm just like, wait, what? I can't cast my Titan now with the castle. God damn it. Because I could have just cast the Titan, right? Otherwise, like even if I didn't have castle and I was short man, I could have just cast the Titan instead of playing the Dryad that I knew was gonna die. So like I only made that play because I knew I could play both in the same turn. And then I just completely brain farted. I just hit okay when my opponent killed the Dryad, and then I'm like, wait, what? And I just lost the game because of it. Because I feel like we would have been able to stabilize if I had been able to play the Titan one turn earlier. Maybe just overloading my opponent's food production and eventually just ember cooling them to death. But I think that was my first time ever losing to the food deck, for what's worth. So like it's fine. Like I'm not too upset about it. I honestly I just played poorly, so I deserved to lose. This version seems fine against the Blood Moon decks and stuff like that, but like at the same time, you just need to draw these cards. It did feel good to get paired against Mill and just feel, I don't know, like I never felt so powerful playing against Mill with Amulet. Like I was playing against my opponent, I'm like, this is just glorious. Like I actually feel ahead. For the first time ever against Mill. Like, that part was excellent, but besides that, I don't know. I don't know if we are just better off playing Harvests. I didn't really miss the Harvests, to be honest. I did miss the Boros in a couple of matchups where I was forced to get Battlements and it was just not as good. So, I didn't really love that. Reaching to sidestep Blood Moons or go over Asmo, right? Yeah, that's kind of the point, Squirrel Party, but like it didn't really come up enough. Like I just didn't draw the combo. Like I only breached Embercool exactly once against Mill, and that was it. Like that's literally the only time that this mattered. So I don't know if it's a matter of like it just needs more testing, but I was not really impressed. Like I'm not sold on these being better than just playing Abundant Harvest and like one Gracer in the main deck and like freeing up cyber slots that way and stuff. The list is just very strong though. The list is very, very strong. I have learned my lessons though. Next time my Enchantress opponent mulligans to 5 against me, I'm just gonna go get the expedition map and I'm gonna make the suboptimal play, but just assuming that my opponent knows, that they were actively mulliganing into Blood Moon and that, I just lost because of that. But besides that, the deck looks good. Can't really think of any changes. The only bad card really is the Vestige. Like I did not use Vestige a single time in the entire league and I never needed it. So maybe this could just be another basic forest. But the whole point of playing this list is that you're better against Blood Moon. Like that's kind of the whole idea. So also triple fetch land with only 4 targets was not great. I actually ran out of targets I think twice, where my fetches just couldn't get anything. Like fetches are good and everything, and it's just different colors of mana, but maybe this could be better off as like a Grove of the Burn Willows or something like that. Unclear, but yeah, these are the 2 cards that I didn't really like in the main deck. These are the 2 cards that I felt I just felt like we could do better, So that's definitely some food for thought. I would probably try maybe, what could I try? Because we're not playing Breeding Pool anyway, right? So it's not like the fetch line is a 3 color land. I'm not really interested in the Temur Triumph. We could bring one of the Cyber lands. I don't think so though. Like I feel like we are already like close on color sources, so I think I would play a Grove. And for Vestige, I know Vestige could stay as is, but like it is still a card that I don't necessarily love. You like Harvest that much? Not really, it's just the matter that I didn't think that this was better than Harvest. Like Harvest is just fine. I don't like love it or anything, it's just fine. And this is also just fine. But I think this may be a little bit worse. So this is more of a meta call basically, and Harvest is just, I guess, objectively better all around in a way, to put it somehow. But yeah. Alright, sweet. That's it for me today, folks. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Leave some comments down below, and I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.